Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for the match preview of Italy against Spain in the round of 16 of the Euro. Match that will be played on June 27th at 6 p.m. local time at the Stade de France. And what a fascinating fixture this is going to be, possibly the most intriguing match of the round of 16 at the Euro, and I just can't wait for it to start. I'm so excited to see how both these teams will confront each other. And like many of you are probably thinking, I think that this match came way too early in the competition. Last time around, this match was the final, and now they're both facing each other in the round of 16. But I think we could say this match has become a bit of a tradition in recent years because, like I mentioned, we face each other so many times in these past years. We faced each other at Euro 2008, Euro 2012 twice, once in the group stage, once in the final, and now at Euro 2016. One thing is for sure, Italy is going to be seeking revenge against the Spaniards, the team that eliminated them in the past two editions of this competition. I remember back in Euro 2008, Italy lost against Spain on penalty shots, and of course we all remember 4 years ago the embarrassing show that Italy went through against Spain as they lost 4-0. But I think this time it's going to be another story. There's another feeling in the team. I remember at Euro 2012 we achieved some great results, but I was never too confident going into that match. This time around, I see a Spain team that is still good and strong, but not as strong as they once were. And it's really been a roller coaster ride for Spain, I think, in this competition. They started off quite well. However, their wins weren't ever convincing, except the one against Turkey where they absolutely crushed them. But if you recall the first game in the competition when they faced Czech Republic this year, they had to leave it late to win the match. And against Croatia, you could see all their deficiencies encountered. And Croatia played a very good match in which they were victorious. And that is the reason why Italy is playing against Spain so early, because Croatia won that match. Now, as for Italy, we started off the tournament very well, beating Belgium. We also beat Sweden. However, Conte did a squad rotation in that last match against Ireland, and unfortunately the Azzurri lost that match. But overall, it was a pretty positive group stage. But now this is where things get serious in the knockout phase. But all the players will be returning in this match, the players that were starting in the first two games. One thing that Italy has to be careful though, there's 10 players. I think it's the highest number right now at the Euro 2016. 10 players that are one booking away from suspension. If these players do get a yellow card, they could possibly miss the quarterfinal match against Germany. So, what to say, guys, about this match? I think, once again, it's going to be very tight, and this could very well go into extra time and penalties once again, in my opinion. This time around, there's not much separating these two teams, unlike what we saw at Euro 2012. And I think Italy is going to be focused on the defending, but Conte also said that we need to make Spain wary of our strengths as well in the attack. So it's not going to be a simple sit back and defend type of match for Italy. I think Italy is going to try to give Spain a game in the attacking sense as well. And we're going to see which team is the better one, and that is the team that's going to win. Conte also mentioned that no one at the team wants to go home this early. They are going to put all they could to win this match for the Italians and to progress in this competition, even though they know that it could be a very difficult road on the way to the final, because next match for both of these teams will be very hard, as they will be facing Germany, like I mentioned before. But let's speak about Italy's lineup now, because there's one major exclusion from it, and that is Candreva. The player got injured and he will not be featuring in this match, and this is some very sad news for the Italians, because I think Candreva is a very solid player that could definitely impact matches whenever he wants, and unfortunately for him, he won't be taking a part of this match. However, let's take a look at the probable starting 11 for Italy, because it really resembles what we've seen against Belgium and also Sweden. So we'll see Buffon in net. The back three will be made up of Barzagli, Bonucci, and Chiellini. Florenzi will be taking Candreva's place. Parolo will be playing beside him. De Rossi in the middle. Giaccherini, and finally Darmian. Up front, we'll once again see Eder and Pelé. Both players have scored in this competition so far. So once again, it's a lineup that we are pretty familiar with, like I mentioned before. A lineup that could do very well, and I think Florenzi could fill in Candreva's shoes quite well. He's a very technical player. I think he could do very well, and he could definitely support the strikers. What is important to see is that Florenzi and Darmian, both players playing on the wings, can definitely move forward, even though some people could possibly say that why isn't El Shaarawy starting instead of Darmian. I think El Shaarawy is a very good player, but Conte is also thinking about defensive, because Darmian is a player, he's a defender naturally, so I think Darmian could definitely contribute to the defense as well as to the attack. El Shaarawy is also known for coming back and defending quite well, but I think he's going a bit more defensive minded there. But we'll see what happens. I think it's a pretty solid lineup that could do well against Spain. Obviously speaking, like I mentioned before, it could very well come down to different, just little episodes that could dictate and change the game at any point in the match. So we'll see what happens, but I have to say I'm quite confident. I don't know how the game is going to go, but I know Italy won't come out of this match without a fight, and hopefully we could get the win. But let me know in the comment section below how you guys are feeling, especially you Italian fans, ahead of this match. Do you think we could pull the upset because Spain is the favorite? Do you think the Italians could get the job done this time around and avoid elimination for the third consecutive edition of this competition against the Spaniards? Or you think it's going to be another repeat of Euro 2012? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything going on at AC Milan as well as the Azzurri for the length of Euro 2016. And I'll catch you guys later for another video. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Azzurri! Various reports came in today mentioning that he's ready to step down as AC Milan's coach.